Boats are made for...
नहीं चलो इसको चाहिए होंगे अपने को नोएली नोएली
Everyone hold hands.
Boring! Stabilize!
The Temple of Wisdom.
The wind rises. Know your place. Quit following me. Too slow.
Okay. Noeli.
As you wish. I must leave no stone unturned.
कल आखिरी दो होंगे फिर बाद में ये भी खत्म। अब चलते हैं इसमें। Godly gathering. Oh, let me just see it. It's games and dudes and how competitive are lenient. With you, so you guard yourself then. I want to bleach. Remember to keep this peace. This gives me 50.
Get out of here! I'm going in! Here comes the catch.
As one with wind and cloud.
Everlasting as the moon. Overruled.
Into the wind.
Everybody stand! Game's up. Fun's over.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Busted. Here comes the catch.
Clouds high. The birds...
I'm going in! Transfixed. This is where you fall. Overruled. Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Everybody stand back! Busted. Things are about to get dicey. Witness my wrongs. Quietly, man. Clouds high.
As you wish, Mingfräulein.
Share my knowledge.
Silence! Order guide you. Stabilize. Bow your head.
Make yourselves at home. Oz, reveal thyself.
Let the mighty be humble. Silence. Solidify. I will have order.
Take. Committed to memory. Wings of darkness. Come, sever night from day. This may turn a little.
The times beckon.
Share my knowledge. By royal decree.
Order guide you. Stabilize. Let the mighty be humbled. Bow your head.
Shadow Raven, let night fall. I summon thee.
This is order. Settle down.
I see everything. Grow, grow, grow.
Witness the power of Gugwa. Rain outlines your fate.
Boba, get them. You're toast.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Committed to memory.
Let me weave you a verse.
This way, turn a little. The Temple of Wisdom.
Now you shall perish.
Octopride Pip.
Know my sword. Rain cutter.
Hey. Committed to memory. Yeah.
Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
Eat this.
Let me weave you a verse.
This way, turn a little. Make yourself a move.
Shine down. Now you shall perish.
Boba, get them. Yeah.
Solidify.
Right here.
Incoming. Hey, cut to the chase.
Order guide you.
A sight to behold.
Disappear. Here. Worthless. Stabilize. I will have order.
Nowhere to hide. Don't blink. Huh?
Right now. Emerge. Right here.
Gather.
Useless.
Lament. Here. Here. Worthless. Stabilize. This is order.
Right now. Emerge. I'm always watching.
With sword comes shadow. Speed of light.
Gather.
Right here. Emerge. Right now.
Don't blink.
Boring. Solidify.
Emerge. Right here.
Cut to the chase.
I will have order.
Emerge. Right here. Right now.
Evil conquering. Worthless.
Transfixed. The wind knows me. Quietly now. Game's up. Time's over. Fallen leaves. Adorn my... I'm going in! Go on. Overruled. Witness my rise. Transfixed. Gutsy. Busted. Fingers are about to...
Stabilize. This is order. Silence.
Everyone hold hands. Share my knowledge. Nice and spicy. You're toast.
The tides beckon. Bow your head. You are not the new hunter. Feeling lucky today? Time to go to work. That's close enough. Gather. Testing
I
my
see everything. Make yourself at home. Hey, yeah! After I dip, it's the butt.
Be sanctified. Order guide you. Stabilize. Silence.
Hey! Committed to memory. The Temple of Wisdom.
Let the mighty be humble. Settle down.
Roll. Everyone hold hands. Share my knowledge. You're toast.
The tides beckon. You are not welcome. New hunting. Bow your head. Lucky today. Time to go to work.
Committed to memory. Roll. The Temple of Wisdom.
I will have order. Let the mighty be humble. That's close enough.
I'm getting
Silent.
फेस ऑफ के लिए थिंक से है ये वाला है
Overruled. Wind Strider. Quietly now. Game's up. Time's over. Clouds high. The birds... Teamwork is dreamwork! This is where you fall. Laid bare. Busted. Here comes the catch. I'm going in! Things are about to get dicey. Fallen leaves. Adorn my teamwork is dreamwork. Laid bare. Everlasting as the moon. Transfixed. Into the wind. Busted. Here comes the catch. I'm going in. Overruled. Quietly now. Game's up. Fun's over.
As one with wind and cloud.
Your coming was foretold.
Bow your head.
Hey! This way through the river. Eat this! Nice and spicy. Make yourselves at home.
Be sanctified.
Care for a dance? Dance with me!
Settle down.
Finally, some target practice. Spread your wings and raise a storm!
Huh.
Where do you
Order
think you're
guide.
going?
Silence.
Your journey ends here, Lord of Sand.
Row,
Your sacrifice is
memory.
ready.
Boba, get them! This way through the river. Nice and spicy. The Temple of Wisdom.
Stabilize.
Hey, stop!
Let me close.
Your coming was
Mighty be
foretold.
humbled.
Worthy care for a dance? Dance with me!
I will have order.
Solidify.
The show's only just begun. Row, row, row! This way through the river. Make yourselves at home. Yeah! Boba, get them!
Finally, some target practice.
Row, row, row!
Spread your wings and raise a storm!
Settle down.
Journey ends here.
Stabilize.
Commit it to memory. Eat this! Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra.
Ja, fabrications चाहिए होंगे अब.
Here's your 2 magic tonics.
Why, thank you, young lady. And might I add that you're looking quite...
But is this...
Still worried about Klee? Relax. Albedo's with her. She'll be fine.
Jean और Kaya.
Master Jean! What are you two doing here?
Oh, look who it is. The Traveler and Paimon. You must be the pleasant surprise that Miss Alice told us about.
Greetings to you both. This is one place I didn't expect to run into you two.
The locals here have been talking non-stop about some brave heroes who saved the world.
Well, not just us. We only played a small part. You could say we were 2 members of the Heroes Adventure Team.
Still sounds mighty impressive to me. As ever.
That's right.
I wasn't sure what she meant by fairyland at first, but if my eyes are not deceiving me, she was being quite literal.
Klee ran off excitedly as soon as we arrived. I'm a little worried about her, but Albedo insisted he would look after her while we do our own thing.
We could hardly say no to such a considerate offer. So I took it upon myself to bring Jean to the nearest tavern we could find.
Any excuse for a drink, huh?
Well, we are on vacation. It's only fair that we get to indulge ourselves a little.
You're right. I should make an effort to relax and unwind. It's what Miss Alice...
Oh, wait, Kaya? What exactly did you order from the bar?
The house special, of course. Best way to get a taste of the local culture. Why are you making that face, Paimon?
Nothing. I was just perpetually amused by your lifestyle, that's all.
Something tells me I need to tread carefully here. Let's see, it's got a lovely color, but how about the taste? Ah,
I think maybe I'll pass. But it's such a shame to waste it.
all right, Paimon. Well played.
Well, Paimon got burned too, if it's any consolation. It's nothing.
Oh, by the way, we weren't the only ones who got invited here. I saw Kale earlier. She didn't see me, though. She was making a beeline for that big tree.
The Kingdom of Breezes and Bells, you mean? Oh, this is turning into a huge reunion. Maybe we should go say hi to her.
All right, well, give her my regards.
Thank you. Enjoy your time here, too.
で、バックの体操。
Huh.
guide you.
Steady as stone. Grow, grow.
Foreign! Disappear! Here! Here!
This way through the little.
Foreign! If it's useful, I'll take it.
Hello.
Memories. So dark.
Hello, Jack. Valorant quest पहले खत्म करते हैं।
So, are you all set? Great! Then let's go!
Let's go.
I've delivered packages all over, but I've never seen a mysterious fairy tale world like this before. Looks like nobody has gotten around to repairing this house yet. Ugh, even I wouldn't dare to sleep in there. It might suddenly collapse in on you. Nothing to see here either. Maybe we can find someone to ask? Aha! Over there! I bet we'll find some people there. Let's go take a look. You wanna check out the area over there? Okay, I'll wait here for you. You wanna check out the area over there? Okay, I'll wait here for you.
A chest full of valuables and a trove of potential clues.
Uh-huh. I was sure there'd be people here.
There once was a goddess who ruled over fate. Before she died, she left 3 riddles for the kingdom she...
What? Who said that?
Long story short, on this day, a sentient feline, an outlander, and a diminutive pixie arrived on the scene. They saw a narrow path off to the side.
Okay, but which side? Yeah, if you gave ambiguous instructions like that to a Komani...
Despite how obvious the answer was, the perplexed pixie and the flummoxed feline struggled to work it out. All right, let's try this again. The path on the left-hand side seemed to give off an enticing fragrance, as if to say, this is...
Ooh, that sounds like the start of a good story. Then what? Then what?
At the end of the path, the motley crew would soon spot a secret stone room. A prophecy had once foretold of a marquis who shall one day venture inside, and thus it is named the future Marquis's abode to be. You like it? The future Marquis's abode to be? Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
That was a little bit boastful.
But before you continue, I must warn you of the danger that lies ahead. For example, under no circumstances should you sit on the chair in the center. Otherwise, the consequences could be a bit embarrassing.
क्या मिल गया? ये वाला चल रहा, ओके ठीक है। सुनो ये क्या और
Transfixed. Witness my rise.
यहाँ पर भी कुछ नहीं है। ऑलरेडी खत्म। Where? eats. पर कुछ तो है, बात नहीं करेंगे पहले। रिंग्स बनाते इधर। इधर $75 टाइम्स का बच्चा है बस, खत्म। किराना मिल गई। पर चलते हैं तो देख क्या है इधर ऊपर।
One with nature. Time to go.
और ऊपर है क्या?
Take it easy. Busted. Here comes the catch. A chest full of valuables and a trove of potential clues. Take it easy.
So many summers, winters, springs, and falls, and now at last a hero hither strides.
This realm knows not what lies beyond its walls. Its secrets mystify the world outside.
Wait, new voices. Who are they?
As golden sunlight fills the firmament, the tabletop engrosses your attent. Perchance peruse these pages things. They surely represent no ill intent.
Captivated by the epic poetry and enthralled by the outstanding storytelling. Why isn't she reading the files on the desk? Hey, Bobarano, maybe quit showing off and try using words she'll actually understand?
I can either rhyme like a bard, or I can curse like a sailor. And right now, Cape, you are seriously tempting me towards the latter.
Namely, to remove the...
Stop the poem. We have a situation. Something's up with this person.
Traveler? Are you alright? Come on, you can do it! This can't be how our story ends! Can I give you a hand, or a tail, even?
Cabe, I just realized you said we all had to speak like bards, but every time you open up your mouth, I don't hear any rhymes.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's one standard for us and another for you. That's not fair, Cape.
Strong as stone, firm as steel, the Outlander pulls, but it does not yield.
This has happened many times before, but this time it's different. A thought enters the Outlander.
The attack now over, only one final step remains.
Now it is the time to seize the key.
Yes! Finally! Come on, move your butts! And your legs, assuming they're still in working order. It's showtime!
No hard feelings about your lack of poetic contributions?
Oh, let it go! Welcome, esteemed and noble Outlander. Allow us to introduce ourselves.
We represent the 3 great clans of this realm, having been selected as its authorized
Our purpose being to await the arrival of one such as yourselves, who shall remove the clockwork key.
My name is...
You're Cape, he's Albizzi, and that's Bobarano, right? You've done so much talking that we can already tell you apart by your voices. Aren't we missing someone, though? The guy who led us here to begin with?
Who?
And thus was born the long-awaited fellowship, destined to uncover the truth of the past. Allow me to quote, if I may, in the history of Constellation Metropole, a new page has begun.
Him.
Well, there's no 4th person, so which of you is the ventriloquist? Come on, out with it.
We've never heard that voice before, but he sounds like he'd be good at reading bedtime stories to children.
Well, whoever it is, I don't know and I don't care. Forget about him. We have far more important things to focus on, like where our journey goes from here.
That key you hold is the pivot point about which the past and present of the Metropole revolve. However, between our 3 clans, there is some dispute over the historical record.
Each clan has its own version of history, detailing the clan's origins and the tale of the dragon of old. And unfortunately, we don't know which one is the truth.
Dragon? You mean the one that's been acting up recently?
Oh, no, not that one, you adorable little pixie. When I say dragon of old...
He means a dragon that would be really, really old if it was still with us today, but...
Was that supposed to be a joke? Anyway, so you've been waiting for someone to remove the key so you can finally explore the truth of the past?
Not just explore it, but argue incessantly about it. Honestly, I don't care that much. Cape's the one who's always bothering us about it.
What we need to figure out is who resolved the dragon.
The moment you removed the key from where it was lodged, you became the honorary Marquis. We humbly beseech you, noble Outlander. Noble traveler Marquis, we ask you to help us. You and your talking Puss in Boots and the pale floating pixie.
Puss in Boots? Are you serious? It's better than demon feline, but still.
Embrace it, my friend, embrace it. Most cats don't wear boots or speak, do they?
I'm not even a cat. I'm a Nekomata. Now that you know the word, I expect you to use it.
Please allow me to lead you all to a sacred memorial. This place is sacred to my clan. It's where after a bitter battle that dragged on for many... So they say. It's just a legend, though.
Wait a second? Did I just...
History, legend, who cares? My clan was definitely courageous, that's the point. And isn't the truth what we've all been arguing about non-stop for all these years?
Cape's words gave the traveler food for thought. Could it be that the truth in a fictional world is equivalent to fiction in the real world? But that would have to wait. Apparently, Cape was not alone in his pilgrimage to this sacred site. Unwanted company had arrived. The traveler and the talking cat, Nekomata, decided to teach them some manners.
Coming through.
Let's light it up!
A true display of heroism and valor. It was as if the spirits of my ancestors were fighting through you.
Here's a thought. Could be wrong, but maybe the Traveler Marquis is a lot more powerful than your ancestors.
Technically, by saying that, aren't you implicitly acknowledging that my clan's history is, in fact, true? Your martial prowess and show of courage are a more vivid reenactment of my ancestors' feats that suit the modern aesthetic. Now, let's get down to business. As we all know, time is but an illusion. Time may flow line by line, page by page, or frame by frame, but usually it flows in the form of springs and gears.
And that clockwork key you have in your hand can turn...
Well, actually, my view is that the illusion of time is more of a problem of consciousness. But the mind cannot understand the dimension of time, so we experience instead an endless continuum.
I'm getting flashbacks to when I was delivering packages to the Sumeru Academy.
A teacher once asked Albizzi what his greatest fear was, and he replied, dragons. Boberano was asked the same question. He replied, time, and repeated the argument we just heard. The teacher then turned to Cape and posed the same question.
The manuscript that tells the truth of the historical record, the blueprint to all of creation, the work of the great mage themselves. It can be found at the beginning of the Girak, and on the very first page of the book.
Paimon didn't follow all that, but basically, you're just saying that we need to put the key in and turn it all the way back?
Exactly. It is said that in the beginning, the goddess of creation took the goddess of fate's manuscript as a blueprint, placed it under the goddess of prophecy's starry realm, and generated the world from a few magic arrays. So in a few moments, when the great clockwork key turns the local time here back to the very beginning, we will restore the magic arrays back to their original configuration.
Hold on. Isn't stealing part of the blueprint of creation a little dangerous? Also,
Well, the general shapes of the configurations have been passed down over the ages. They now form the family crests of each of our To address your other concern,
The Traveler Marquis prepares to insert the great clockwork key into the nearby keyhole.
I guess we should start here?
Why don't you give it another try?
behold, the sacred writings that record the truth of... No, wait. That have shaped the truth of history. Feast your eye.
I don't believe it.
Don't lose heart, Albizzi. It does not follow from his is true that ours are false.
That might be the most bogus logic I've...
And yet, it's the party decided to...
Isn't a narrator supposed... Oh, whatever. I'm in a good mood. Let's do it.
Let's do my clan next. I'll lead the way.
We'll need the key again, right? Let me see if I can pull it out. Yoink!
Time to go.
Wind Strider. Take it easy.
The party finds no pedestal in which to place the great clockwork key, only a locked door.
Where's your clan's pedestal? Oh, let me guess, you hid it away in advance to save yourself the embarrassment of having it
You done? Okay. Now, since my clan's main claim to fame is...
Misinformation, half-truths, and fabrication.
Ah, shut up, Cape.
Shut up, Cape.
I swear, if I wind up dead one day, the murderer was Bobarano. Let those be my last words.
My clan's claim to fame is that we
So, next step is...
almost.
Jeez. Well, do you at least know the answer?
The correction fluid of time has dyed white the pages of the Book of Wisdom. But worry not. I had a quick word with the constabulary in advance. They'll ignore the alarm if we get the questions wrong, so answer without fear.
Question 1. Who is it?
The great yokai, Nekomata in boots.
And the trusty travel guide pixie.
Question 2. By which virtue did the ancients defeat the dragon?
Oh, no, 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 don't say that. Even though the writings you saw do prove that bravery has its uses.
You do...
If you say it out loud, you'll...
Question 2. By which...
To be completely honest, hard work is a bit...
Question 2.
Wisdom.
If this is the right answer, I swear I'll...
Correct.
A barefaced lie.
Question 3. Which is more real? The fiction of the outside world, or the truth of this world?
Please try to avoid...
Question 3.
Come on, you'll have to do better than that, kid.
Question 3.
Here, here. Who can be sure that the outside world isn't just... There is no way to know.
All correct. You may have the key pedestal.
Traveler Marquis, you know what must be done. Please insert the great clockwork... Oh, and this is my family crest.
Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once and...
Do we really need this one?
Now, let me see what...
What a lap...
If anyone's listening, I would like to submit these as my last words. Look! Look! My clan's history is true as...
What? Oh, does this mean that my clan is the only odd one out?
Given that my clan's wisdom is such a subject of ridicule in your eyes, I will now appeal to my own personal intelligence. It seems likely that the claims made by each of our clans regarding their history...
Bobarano? How...
Oh, I get what's going on. Once, when I was drinking with Gujiyai, she bet me a round of dried fish that I couldn't guess which cup the umeboshi was under. Whichever one I guessed, I was always wrong. But then, I learned later...
Oh, don't mind Fox Lady. That's just...
Actually, that reminds me. We can now open the...
Cool. Well...
Guess I'll take the clockwork key again then. Yoink!
For the valuables and a trove of potential clues. Take it easy.
The cohort of truth seekers followed Albizzi to his clan's sacred site. They arrived to the site of a giant guard towering over them.
Up ahead is my clan's gigantified guard. He can be a little pig-headed, and he's incredibly strong. Your weapons won't even scratch him.
Wait, but wasn't Kappe's clan the one that's all about strength? So, what do you guys believe in then?
Oh, the guard is one of Kappe's people. Size is a coveted trait in the clan of strength, after all. Mine is the clan of empathy, and our key contribution is...
What's empathetic about that?
Our ancestors believed that, just maybe, the dragon of old didn't mean us any harm at all. Perhaps the dragon simply didn't notice us, since we are so very tiny. So, they drank the growth serum and grew even larger than the dragon. Then, they set the dragon down, calmly explained their perspective, and eventually taught it how to empathize. The serum isn't what it once was, though. Nowadays, it doesn't make you grow up.
Despite Albizzi's words of caution, somebody, no doubt, has other ideas. Surely we could avoid...
Everyone, I have returned. I come with the long-awaited Marquis and their followers to...
Well, we weren't told anything about that this morning. Get up!
You and Albizzi only wanted to strike up a conversation with the guard. But since greeting you wasn't one of the...
Everyone, I have returned. I come with...
Well, we weren't told...
You and Albizzi only wanted to strike up a conversation with the guard. But since greeting you wasn't one of the items included in today's schedule, the relationship quickly soured. If you're just looking for a way in, why not consider taking the path on your left? Determined, presumably, to...
We should be getting close.
Why is this place so full of junk? Are you the kind of people who never throw away the box when you buy something because you're worried you won't be able to return it without the original packaging? We'll never find the oracle.
Never mind that. We have a more pressing issue. It seems there's a slight problem with my clan's family crest. The Marquis may need to utilize their wisdom to solve the issue.
Wisdom too, huh? Well, you guys...
Over here! I found it! Keep the noise down! We don't want to Watch.
Can't you destroy the boxes a little more quietly?
Apparently that was incorrect. But don't blame yourself, it's Albizi's clan's fault for taking terrible care of their family crest. How could they let something so important get so dirty? Apparently that was incorrect. But don't blame yourself, it's Albizi's clan's fault for taking terrible care of their family crest. How could they let something so important get so dirty?
This is the last one. The signature.
Just as we...
I get you. It's like it, but by the time book number 80...
A brief moment. Anyone?
That's exactly what Paimon was wondering. So, Paimon...
It's not a stupid question at all. The problem is, all...
Suddenly, the sound of a bell rings out.
The bell! It rang once! What does that mean again? Ah, yes! Highest level of emergency! Everyone, to the main entrance! Stat! Bring all the glue traps and place them outside the gates!
The whole city is on the lookout, and there's only one way out. It's the path right in front of you.
Why'd they ring the bell anyway? Also, why is one ring the highest level of emergency?
They're outside! After them!
We made it out. Don't know if we'll still be needing this clockwork key, but I yoinked it out before we ran, just in case.
Okay, but back to the truth problem. There are 3 conflicting versions of the truth, and somehow they're all still true. What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know. I doubt anyone here in Simulanka could make sense of it.
She is.
The reason we argued about who was right, as surely as we will follow the clockwork path.
We will never argue again.
Is that all there is to it? Is this where the decision overthinking it would...
Could you be any more cryptic? You're planning something. Paimon knows it.
Whatever happens, today was a breakthrough in my journey of
Me too.
And me.
Let's leave it there for today then. I'm sure we'll find out what else.
Take it easy.
What a beautiful day, thought the traveller, before she was overcome by a creeping sense of foreboding. The voice in her head grew louder. Must go to Pendulum Lane.
Pendulum Lane is just up ahead. Something must have happened here after all. Everyone's crowded around.
Oh my god, this is terrible! I don't understand. The three great clans of Constellation Metropole have finally made peace with each other.
What happened? Oh no, someone's lying on the ground.
How did this happen?
Captain,
Last words.
you could have at least...
I'm sorry, Bobarano, but this is an interrogation. I have to give the detective
Don't worry, Bobarano. I don't consider you a suspect, nor do I have the authority to charge anyone with a crime. So, are you the last people to have had contact with him? My sincere condolences. You were travel companions, right? It's a real tragedy. I'm afraid he'll be out cold for another hour.
Huh?
Yeah, I know. It's despicable. Hitting someone in the back of the head is the second one.
So, Cape's...
His gears, metal frame, and shell are all still in excellent condition. Wait. But surely you can't be suggesting that just because Cape isn't broken, there's no need to go looking for the culprit.
No! There's a need! Huge need!
Unfortunately, this is rapidly turning into a cold case. There's no evidence and no witnesses. Unless there's an official clockwork pedestal or the goddess of prophecy around here somewhere. Excuse me. Then suddenly the long-lost dragon of old flew across the sky.
Where?
I didn't see anything. Wait.
Oh, my mistake. It was just a cloud. Or a bird. Or something. If only we could turn time backwards and replay the crime.
Isn't that one of those, clockwork socket things right behind you?
So it is. No wonder everyone here is suddenly struggling to move. Traveller, if you please, let's recreate the...
The crime seems too chaotic. I can't make heads or tails of it.
Well, that clears it up. Cape was walking along the street, and he suddenly collapsed. He was faking it.
What? So case closed? Aren't you supposed to investigate a little?
Well, we literally replayed the crime scene and saw it with our own eyes. There's no need for any evidence gathering or powers of deduction now. And besides, like how Constellation Metropole has 3 histories, each of which is the...
But didn't you say Cappe was struck in the back of the head and not...
For all I know, he could have bashed his head against a toilet bowl before leaving the app. As for why he might have done with the Supreme, only then would the city feel alive again.
Do we really think he's...
Traveler, something about the crime scene isn't sitting right with me. It just seems... Also, anything outside of the immediate area won't have appeared. Why don't we...
Wait, what are you doing?
Oh, we're gonna head to Cappe's house to check the toilet bowl for signs.
There's a spear here. It looks so mysterious. Let's take it.
Take it easy.
Hello there. Someone was shouting.
You're not from these parts.
Yep, that's right.
Ah, well, I was gonna offer you a great job in the Titanium mines. Safe and secure to keep the Titanium. And in terms of labor,
I'm not...
Welcome to Pine.
mind you,
Sounds pretty... Still, a missing pickaxe.
Come here. Whatever it is you were looking to buy, please do come back tomorrow. It's just, I have to close early today. A bottle of growth serum has gone missing. If someone's stolen it with the intention of harming others, the consequences could be disastrous. There's a whole investigation into it.
There's a strange potion bottle here. Looks so weird. Let's take it.
Take it easy. Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
Hello.
What do you think it is? If it was the growth serum.
Also, the bottle probably would have shattered when it hit him. We would have seen the debris.
Let's say one of. If so.
And if the guard is to be believed.
Let's say one.
If it was the pickaxe.
Actually, your butt. Let's take this back to the crime.
Ah, you're back. How was the toilet, Cappe?
Toilet? What about it? Oh, yeah, forget that.
What's this about?
We thought the way Cappe fell looked odd, so it could have been deliberate.
Oh, no, you stay right.
We should be good now.
I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again.
So you're the attacker!
So, it was you!
I will congratulate you for cracking the case, but since I did such an abysmal job of covering my tracks, didn't exactly have your work cut out for me. So, all I can say is... catch me if you can!
We have a runner! That's it! Let me at him!
The would-be Marquis of Carabas dispatched the Necromancer in boots, who ran off in pursuit of the poor little minion. The minion's poor little lower back was protesting painfully against the intense physical activity. He decided to take the elevator, giving him a moment to catch his breath.
Yep. Yep.
Really? His lower back asked. But the minion had no other choice. He resolved to make the jump down. By this point, the Necromancer in boots was gasping for air. The minion was huffing and puffing, even more loudly. But we'll ignore that.
I'm not! Don't underestimate the gold-level courier of the Komania Express!
A characteristically catty response from the Necromancer. Tell me, what do you hope to gain from bullying me?
I get to let off some steam!
Ha ha! You fell into my trap! Oh, and by the way, remember the glue you got stuck on when you first entered the future Marquis's abode to be? That was also me. I did it using my powers.
Rats! Oh, I'm so jealous of you guys right now. You can just jump out of your shoes and keep running, but Wait, I'm wearing boots this time.
The unnamed minion made a last-ditch escape attempt. He began his long climb, up the wall, the tall wall. He began his long climb up the tall wall.
You call that a tall wall?
Beat. I surrender.
You've got nowhere left to run.
All right. I can...
That was fast.
Getting caught by you here was a backup plan. I don't know if what I've done will make things better or not. Time to come clean. I am the narrator, the one who's been guiding you all this time. Okay, I guess my voice acting skills have some room for improvement. Anyway,
Why are you suddenly
I poured my heart and soul into all this. I was worried you wouldn't ask. The truth is, I was one of the first conscious beings ever made by the goddess of creation. I know they say that the reason why Constellation Metropole has 3 origin stories is that the goddess of fate wrote 3 drafts and couldn't decide which one she liked best. Then her cat trod all over them, and they all got crumpled together. So the 3 worlds just sort of... The goddess of fate was torn between them anyway, so when she saw what the cat had done, she simply decided to go with all 3.
Who'd have thought? Well, what does any of...
You're not a fictional character. Every day that I experience, the only reason the 3 great but as it turned out, they just accepted it. I have to motivate them to and I have to figure out, once and for all, while you real people from the outside world are still here. Are we real? That's my full confession. Oh, also, if the 3 of them had any ability over all these years, not once have...
Oh, my poor child. There's one thing you've been mistaken about this whole time.
Ah! Whose voice is that? Detective? Was that you?
The reason fairy tales are suitable for children is that they help them to understand the world. Fairy tales may be works of fiction, but at their heart lies an internal logic that is undoubtedly real-world truth in a condensed form. But let there be no doubt. The world...
Goddess! Is it...
The line that separates footnotes from narrative can never be crossed. Never the two shall meet. But now you wish to break free from the story. And there's a cat nearby, so you can hear my echo.
Necromora!
Just...
Oh, poor detective.
So... we are a part of the real world too.
My head's spinning. Albizzi just gave me a quick rundown of the situation.
Sorta. We chased him until he surrendered.
Does he really think we didn't try that?
That was my bad. I thought it was a stupid idea at the time, so I didn't really exert myself.
I also sort of stopped trying after 3 years.
Never mind. I'm partly to blame as well.
You guys are so lazy. My granny's neighbor's pet cat has nothing on you, and it spends all...
Anyway, you said you heard...
There is a world beyond...
What would you guys say to taking a trip to the outside world sometime.
Depends. Do either of you know how to get there? But yes, but maybe the reason we... If someone ever convinced me that these delightful dimwits...
Laid bare.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
Take it easy.